Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to design form fields in the Angular word processor component. I will also show you how to insert form fields programmatically and import, export, and reset the form data. You will also learn how to protect a form to only fill out fields. First, I open my existing Angular application where I've added the basic code to render the word processor component. To learn more about integrating the word processor component into an Angular application, please check the Getting Started video linked in the card above and the description below. I run this application using the ngserve command. See, the word processor is rendered with a toolbar. First, I insert the table to align the form. Using this form fields option, I can add text form, checkbox, and dropdown. Let me add a label full name. Then click the text form item from the form fields option to add a text box. When I double-click this field, the dialog opens, where I can choose field types like text, number, and date. The other options include default text, maximum length, text format, tooltip, and name. You can enable or disable a field by checking or unchecking the fill-in enabled option. In the same way, I will include form fields for date of birth, address, and phone number. For the date of birth field, I choose the type as date and select the desired date format. For the phone number, I set the type to number and maximum length to 10. For the country field, I include the dropdown. When I double-click this field, there are options to add and remove drop-down items. I will add a few country names and click the Add button. Finally, I add a checkbox to acknowledge the details. Here, I can set options like default value, checkbox size, tooltip, and name. Now the designing phase is over. Next, I can protect the design and allow users to only fill up the form. To do that, click the Restrict Editing Protections option. Under Editing Restrictions, choose the Filling in Forms option. Then click the button Yes, Start Enforcing Protection. A dialog prompts you to enter the password. I provide a password and re-enter the same to confirm. Now, the form is changed from the design mode to protection mode, where I can only fill the fields, but cannot modify the form design. I will save this form as an SFDT document for the upcoming demonstrations. Now let me show you how to design the form programmatically using an external button click. I plan to demonstrate this with the Syncfusion Angular button. So, I install its package by running the command ng-add Syncfusion ej2 Angular buttons. In the app module file, you can see that the button module is automatically imported from the Syncfusion ej2 Angular buttons package and injected into the imports array of the ng module. While installing the buttons package, some modules will be imported automatically. Since I only need the button module, I've removed the rest of the modules. I add the component by defining the EJS button attribute with the content insert field. Then I add the click event and assign the callback method on button click. Next, I open the app component TS file and define the onButtonClick method. Before going further, I need to get the word processor instance to access its built-in methods. So, add a reference to the word processor component. To create the instance, I first need to import the viewChild directive from the Angular core package. Then, using the viewChild directive, I create the word processor instance. Inside the On button click method, using the word processor instance, call the insertFormField method. I can pass the types, text, checkbox, and dropdown. Define the type as text. In the app component CSS file, I add a style margin of 5 pixels to align the button. Add a label. And click the Insert Field button to insert the text form field. Next, I will show you how to export form fields programmatically. I add another button with content as export. Add the click event and assign the callback method, export. I open the app component TS file. Define this export method and call the export form data method using the word processor instance. And log this information in the browser console. I open an SFDT document with form fields. When the export button is clicked, all the form data will be displayed in the browser console. You can also import the information to the form programmatically. To do that, copy a few data field objects. Add another button with the content, import. Change the click event callback method name to import. Next, define this import method in the app component TS file. Inside this method, declare a variable, text form fields, and assign the data copied from the browser. Using the word processor instance, call the import form data method and pass the text form fields object. You can also reset the form fields to its default values. I add another button named reset and change the click event callback method name to reset. I define the reset method here and call the resetFormFields method using the word processor instance. When I click the reset button, all the fields reset to their default values. When I click the import button, the text field data will be imported. To change the design mode to protection mode programmatically, use the FormFieldsOnly protection feature. To demonstrate, I add another button, set the content to Start Protection. And change the click event callback method name to Protection. I define the protection method here and access the enforceProtection method using the word processor instance. I need to provide 2 arguments, password, and protection type, and specify them as Syncfusion and FormFieldsOnly. To stop protection, copy and paste this button code, changing the button caption to Stop Protection. And click event method name to remove protection. I define the remove protection method here, use the word processor instance, and call the stop protection method. Checking now, when I click the Start Protection button, I can fill the form fields, but cannot change the form design. When I click the Stop Protection button, the protection stops and I am able to change the form design. In this video, I showed you how to design form fields in the Angular word processor component and a few of its basic APIs. You can download a working example from the GitHub link in the description for this video below. You can also see if you're eligible for our community license, which will get you a free license key to use our products. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel.